G'day all, welcome back to Cavalier's Workbench. Just working a bit more on the Destroid Spartan kit. Now, I have gone a bit further than what I plan to do with this review. Okay, so just to recap, I've got the legs all together now. They're basically sanded and ready for some priming. I have put together the arms finally. Only just a few hours ago I glued on the shoulder joints to get some the pivots and everything else. I've put together at the same time the left shoulder. I made a big mistake when I was doing this one. I actually glued this arm onto the wrong shoulder, so I've actually had to. Luckily, it was only about 5 minutes since I put it together with the glue, so quickly whipped it all apart and made the correct arm, which is the left arm actually. So that's so far so good. That's just been glued this morning, a couple of hours ago, so I'll let that dry a bit further and do some putty later on tonight on that part. Now I'm working towards the torso or head part. The arms not really needed at this point, but this part here is like the head or torso, and it fits inside a hip mechanism. Here it is here, but it's got the cannon inside of it as well as a door that covers it. So this is the middle part of the head torso arrangement. So I've got to fix up everything internally first before I can glue it together. So I'm now jumping ahead a bit to make that all happen. So I've put the main cannon together and painted it. I first painted it with Gunzy 28 metal black, and it came out too dark. However, though, I have painted down the middle of the barrels with that same colour just to give some depth in there. I have now put on another coat of a different paint, which is what is it? It's a Citadel colour Gaines Workshop metal. Bolt gun metal. I was trying to do a wash with this to see if that would make any difference, but it didn't, so I've just painted it all up. And now I'm just going to go back. I'm going to seal it with a bit of Pledge 1 Go, or even some Tamiya clear flat, and then I'm going to give it a darker wash. Maybe go back to the Gunzy 28 and see how that goes. The other one I worked on this is the lid that I was just talking about before. That goes, there it is there. It goes here on the kit. But because this actually has to be interior and the entire part has to be red, I had to paint it up, prime it, paint it up. There is some pin marks internally that had to be fixed up. You can just, oops, not that one. You can just make out where I scratched out the pin marks, but you're not going to see that much because by the time you put it together, it's going to look like that on the finished kit. So, oops, like that. So you're not going to see much once it's together. My plan now is to let this dry, put a clear coat over it, Pledge 1 Go, put a grimy oil wash through here, maybe weather it up with some Tamiya weathering powders, like soot or something like that, to get the idea that there was gunfire recently recently experienced by this part. And then the interior of these two parts, I'm going to just paint it black, just to darken and to hide the cavity. When you look at this thing together, there's a big cavity in there, although most of it's going to be blocked up by the cannon itself. Just imagine the cannon sitting there. So you're not going to see much in there, but detailers, you might want to fix it up, box it in, make it a proper gun recess, put wires and all that in there. But as a straight out of the box build, yeah, I reckon just paint it black and leave it as is. Okay, so what else have I done? Painted up some clear parts. These are just painted with Gunzy 92 and 96 clear red and clear green, I think it is. Sorry, 90, Gunzy 90 and Gunzy 94. So clear red, clear green, painted both sides and a couple of coats applied to it. These parts down here will be left as is. This part up here has to be painted black, and just enough so that there's raised detail here. Will look like it's like headlights sticking out or something like that. Okay, so that's about it for this kit at the time being. Just got to do some painting. I'll whip down to the paintbrush area shortly and just paint it up. And yeah, see you shortly. Bye.